Chapter 10 of 2 Corinthians marks a significant shift in tone within Paul's letter, as he begins to directly defend his apostleship against critics in Corinth. Up to this point, much of the letter has been pastoral and encouraging, but in this chapter, Paul adopts a more confrontational approach. He addresses accusations made by some who questioned his authority and mocked his physical presence as weak. Even though his letters were bold, Paul begins by appealing to the gentleness and meekness of Christ, verse 1, signaling that while he may appear humble in person, he is capable of being bold when necessary. He explains that though he walks in the flesh, his battle is not fought with worldly weapons, but with spiritual power capable of demolishing arguments and strongholds, verses 3 to 5. This is a clear assertion that his authority and ministry are divinely empowered, not based on human standards. He continues by urging the Corinthians to recognize the legitimacy of his calling, and warns that he will not hesitate to act with boldness if needed. Paul's authority, he emphasizes, is given by God to build up the church, not to tear it down, verse 8. In doing so, he subtly critiques the false teachers who elevate themselves while undermining Paul's influence. In the latter part of the chapter, Paul denounces those who boast in themselves or compare themselves to others, verse 12. Instead, he insists that boasting should be in the Lord, and that true approval comes from God, not from self-promotion or external appearance, verses 17 to 18. In essence, 2 Corinthians chapter 10 reveals Paul's deep concern for the spiritual well-being of the Corinthian church and his determination to defend his apostolic mission. It reflects his belief that spiritual authority must be grounded in Christ and exercised for the edification of the body, not for personal gain or pride.